So it looks like Bravo is finally owning it and getting rid of Lisa Rinna. This is breaking news. Lisa Rinna will not be returning after 8 seasons with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Some are saying, ding dong, the witch is dead. And some other people are saying, uh-oh, this is trouble for the future of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. I could not believe my eyes when I saw this story that Lisa Rinna has finally confirmed, despite all of the speculation. We've reported Lisa Rinna's been fired, da-da-da-da. Kathy Hilton during the reunion said, you started this drama because your contract was up. And apparently her contract was up. So People has the exclusive information about Lisa Rinna not returning to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So this is what they're reporting, and this is coming from Dory Jackson and Joelle Goldstein, who wrote this article. And they said this: Lisa is bidding farewell to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. After 8 seasons of delivering sassy one-liners, drama-filled moments, social media messiness, and self-deprecating lip humor, Rinna is departing the beloved franchise. People can exclusively confirm. This is what she said in a statement. This is the longest job I have held in my 35-year career. And I am grateful to everyone at Bravo and all those involved in the series, Rinna, who's 59, says in a statement. It has been a fun 8-year run, and I'm excited for what is to come. The decision was made as Rinna's contract expired at the end of last season. After weighing her options and business obligations, she and Bravo mutually decided that she would not return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let's be honest, we've seen other housewives be let go, be fired, mutual decision to decide. This was, let's be honest, they decided because of all of the fan backlash, no matter how you feel about it. Oh, the fan backlash, people love her as a villain. This is why they watch. I told you during the season when we were recapping the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we had a few episodes early in the season where we had no Rinna. And I said, we were okay. And I think producers pay attention to that. They pay attention to what the audience is saying. They pay attention to the numbers. They pay attention to the ratings. They pay attention to what people on social media are saying. They pay attention to fans' reactions to Lisa Rinna at BravoCon. And I know what you're all thinking. Well, if she stirs this much emotion in people, obviously they're watching because of her. Well, are they connecting with her? And I think this last season was Lisa Rinna's final because of her own continued trying to focus on everyone else besides her own storyline and attacking people to a level that we just like, okay, we get it. It's a reality show, but you really are treating like this as an acting job. It will be interesting to see a Rinna-less new season and who exactly will be replacing Rinna. We'll get there in a second. So People continues and they say this. The decision was made as Rinna's contract was up at the end of the season. They said Rinna joined the franchise in its 5th season, which premiered in 2014. In her debut season, the actress was involved in one of the show's most memorable fights when she hurled a wine glass at then co-star Kim Richards, who eluded Rinna, didn't want something to get out about the husband. You may recall that. But they write, Rinna's exit likely doesn't come as a surprise to RHOBH fans. Even though she's compared herself to a cockroach you can't get rid of, she dropped a major hint about the possibility throughout season 8. Posting a pre-Housewives throwback photo on her Instagram story, Rinna wrote, I was Lisa effing Rinna before Housewives and I'll be Lisa effing Rinna after. She then followed this with lyrics from Roxy beside an image of Renee Zellweger in 2002's Chicago, which a role Rinna also portrayed on Broadway in 2007. She says, I'm a star and the audience loves me and I love them. And they love me for loving them. And I love them for loving me. And we love each other. And that's because none of us got enough love in our childhoods. And that's showbiz, kid, the image read. Following the November 2021 death of her mother, Lois, Rinna said her grief was the cause of many of her online rants. And a lot of you asked, what was the excuse before? Including some of her rants against the Real Housewives of Dubai, which we all were like, I think for me, that was sort of like the cherry on top because the underlying microaggression of what she was saying towards the ladies of the Real Housewives of Dubai. Yes, we know she eventually called them all separately and apologized. And she's like, oh, that's not what I was saying. I was just talking about ratings and blah, blah, blah. Okay, girl. And then all of you were like, well, let's go over the history of her microaggressions and racist behavior towards black women. We did a video talking about that too. So, as you know, in a since deleted Instagram post, and something that she's done quite a few times, she said, I have had a really rough time of it. I think you've seen how hard this has hit me. This is what she wrote in July. I'm sorry if I've raged on you about you. It really has nothing to do with any of you. And she also, as you may recall, criticized the producers of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after we were saying that she wasn't getting a lot of airtime. She then said she blamed them for failing to memorialize Lois instead of focusing on trivial drama from the previous season that resurfaced. She says, I got one episode of grace. That's it, she wrote. Lois deserved and deserves much more. Shame on everyone. On the latest season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the Rinna Beauty founder raised her voice repeatedly at Sutton Strack after her co-star claimed to have never received a thank you for purchasing Rinna and husband Harry Hamlin's tickets for Elton John's annual charity benefit. Hence why she brought Diana Jenkins this season so she could have some sort of ammo against Sutton, which fell flat. It fell flat. It didn't work. Later, fans and current RHOBH stars took issue with how Rinna continued leverage over Kathy Hilton's alleged meltdown during their cash trip to Aspen. That, for me, probably was the cherry on top for the audience, was when she was going after Kathy. And look, I'm not going to sit here and go through and debate, did Kathy do and say what she said? Yeah, I believe that she did. However, it was, of all people, to make an issue of someone's behavior, everyone was like, not you, Lisa Rinna. Let someone else carry this bone. But she decided to carry this bone. And Kathy, you need help. Lisa, you need help. So the people continues. They said that for her part, Rinna appeared to be unbothered by the fan backlash, even when she got loud boos from the crowd at BravoCon this past year. She says, I got booed. It was fabulous. Rinna told people exclusively, I'm like a wrestler. The wrestlers get booed. The most famous wrestlers in the world get booed. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, got booed for God's sakes. I loved it. I've been in this business for 32 years. Word on the street, she didn't love it. Word on the street, she's a lot more sensitive than she portrays out in public. Okay? Rinna also said at the time that she was happy to, quote, have the #1 show on cable on Bravo of Housewives, and noted that she was not fazed by RHOBH fans who called her hypocritical for her on-screen behavior. She says it's a TV show, for God's sakes. Call me whatever you want. Believe whatever you want. I tell the truth. I always have. Go back to that. Well, can you tell the truth about the millions of dollars that you own in your home? Can you tell the truth about your relationship with Harry Hamlin? Can you tell the truth about your daughters blaming you for not getting them the proper help that they needed during their mental health crisis? Can you tell the truth about that? Just asking. But here's the thing. There will be the Lisa Rinna fans that feel like, oh my gosh, it is over for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't think so. As I said to you before, if anything, the indication of a Rinna-less episodes that we got early in this last season showed and proved to me that she wasn't needed. Yes, she has given us moments over the years. I'm not going to say that Lisa Rinna she's brought something to the table. We've had some moments with her, but she's also gone way too far. She's taken this role as being this manipulator and producer to a level that I see Giselle Bryant almost getting to as well. Giselle, your days are numbered. Keep it up. But I do believe that this was a firing. I do believe that Bravo said that we're not going to renew your contract. I do believe that Lisa Rinna wanted probably more money. I do believe that Lisa Rinna and Bravo could not come to terms on that. And they decided, well, we just can't. I believe this entire time where we've been hearing rumors and we've been seeing her antics on social media has been her in the middle of trying to negotiate her contract with Bravo. Lisa Rinna wants to be on this show. It's a major platform. It's the top show right now in this franchise. Millions of people do watch it. It helps these other businesses that she's been trying to launch. Without it, she doesn't have the same platform. Is it over for Lisa Rinna? No. However, this is a major loss for Lisa Rinna, more than anything. I believe the show will carry on. Does this mean that Kathy Hilton will return next season? Because she said that she wasn't going to return if Lisa Rinna was there or Erica Jane. Now people are going to wonder, is Erica Jane going to return? Erica needs this job desperately. She's going to take whatever she can get from Bravo, and she's not going to be fighting. So we can stop speculating about Lisa Rinna returning for another season. We got what we wanted. Now, what exactly will season 13 look like of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Who do you want to see return? Who do you want to see fired along with Lisa Rinna? Let's have that conversation in the comments section. And as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. It's about to be the happiest of New Year's. Thanks for watching.